Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome to Greenwood Christian Academy, and Tuesday's Indianapolis Star had number 12, Isabella Reed, as the centerpiece. But tonight, it is not all about Izzy Reed. It is all about Alexis Mead. She's going to be wearing number 21 tonight, while Isabella Reed has almost 1,400 career points. It's all about Alexis tonight here on senior night, and you're watching this all on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game. Keith Meyer, or Steve McClure and I will have the call here shortly.
It's not just any ordinary basketball night in Indiana. It's another moment in time in this school's very young history, a time to be specially recognized. So step up, step out, and take a bow. And hello again, everyone, and a very pleasant good evening for another exclusive Sports Internet broadcast presentation and webcast of Greenwood Christian Academy basketball on the family of networks Indiana SRN. Steve McClure along with Justin Griffiths coming to you live from Dr. Charles Lake Gymnasium on the campus of Greenwood Christian Academy. Our pregame show is brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. We can move anything at any time. Call 317-739-4262. We're looking for a standing room only crowd here tonight from a very loyal GCA basketball faithful. Why on a non-weekend night of the week, you ask? Well, it's senior night, and up in front and center is Cougars senior Alexis Mead, in addition to a student manager, Lily Rastenberg. A four-year starter and multi-sport athlete, the 5'9" guard, entered her name into the GCA record books earlier this season, passing the 1,000-point mark. One of the most unselfish players to ever don a Cougars uniform, Mead is quiet, reserved, wears a winning smile, and is all about helping her teammates. Don't get me wrong, she knows where and when she's needed most. Need a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Then go to Alexis. Need a defensive rebound at the other end or a game-winning free throw with no time left on the clock? Then go to number 21. Mead, the only senior on the Cougars teams this season, celebrated a year ago when GCA won its first ever sectional championship. And as soon as their state tournament journey ended in the regional, the immediate focus turned to the 2019 and 20 season. In other words, work left undone. And that's where we are tonight. Clearly another impressive winning season for the Cougars, standing tall at 17-5. And tonight going up against the visiting Southwestern Spartans in the final game of the regular campaign. Emotions are running high, and I guarantee you this, it's going to be a celebratory night. Let's bring in my broadcast partner once again, Justin Griffiths, and I have one question for you, Justin. Are you feeling the fever tonight?
100%, Stephen. I mean, this is all about Alexis tonight. I mentioned it in the pregame, Izzy had that article written about her, but tonight it's all about the person that you see right here, center screen, center court, Alexis Mead.
We talked about this a number of times, Justin, especially, but tonight's game is all about squaring things away on and off the floor in preparation for the 45th annual IHSA State Tournament that gets underway next week. A final tune-up, if you will.
Yeah, it's a final tune-up for GCA and Coach Alan Weems as Alexis gets gifts given to her by Savannah Fry and Izzy. Both of them are tearing up. All three of them actually are just tearing up. That just tells you how close these Lady Cougars are, Steve.
And last night, the Greenwood Christian Academy held its annual senior banquet, which was a recognition of all seniors that will be graduating in the spring. And I know that Izzy Reed had the honor of presenting Alexis Mead, and it was a lot of tears being shed by not only the coach but the staff as well. So we congratulate her. She's been a phenomenal athlete, and she has big things in front of her.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing short of special. Everyone's getting teary-eyed here even before tip-off, and, there's still basketball to be played, Steve, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go.
Very well, then. We're ready for tip-off and our starting lineups very shortly. You're listening and watching Indiana SRN.
can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Welcome back, everybody. Steve McClure along with Justin Griffiths reporting to you live from the campus of Greenwood Christian Academy for IHSA basketball tonight. Glad to have you alongside. It is senior night for these Lady Cougars, and they will be dressed in their home whites, trimmed in the blue and silver, and the ceremony that we had just before coming on the air, and ready for basketball tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for this evening's game. First of all, for the visiting Southwestern Spartans, who come into tonight's game with a record of 12-9. Starting at one guard, at center tonight, it'll be a 5'9" junior, number 33, in Trinity Tatlock. A four-guard set for the Spartans. One guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 15, Lily Kerber. At a second guard spot, a 5'10" junior, number 14, Abby Muck. A third guard, 5'9" junior, number 20, Lexi Wilkins. She's their best from outside the arc, averaging around 10 points per game. And a fourth guard, a 5'8" junior, number 22, Maggie Carell. The Spartans are coached by Noah Stockey, now in his fifth season at Southwestern. Now for the home Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars. It's the same lineup that they've been with the entire season. Let's run that down for you right now. Once again, the senior, the only senior on this team, starting at 1 forward, a 5'9", number 21, Alexis Mead. At the second forward spot, a 5'9" junior, and their top scorer, number 12, Izzy Reed, averaging 25 points per game. In the center spot, a 5'10" sophomore, number 15, Dory Odell. The guards look like this. At one guard, 5'7" sophomore, and averaging around 13 points per game, number 1 in Ellie Bigelow. And the second guard, a 5'9" junior, number 23, Savannah Fry. It's good to get Savannah back in the lineup, Justin. We know that she was out with a little bit of a virus last week, but she is a big part of this team.
Yeah, she really is. You don't really expect that as Savannah, because she doesn't really put points up on the board in bunches like Izzy or Alexis do, or I should say Ellie Bigelow as well. But we were talking to Coach Alan Weems before the game, and he was just happy that his squad is as healthy as they can be with this marathon of a season going down, especially after their big win against Batesville.
Greenwood Christian Academy is coming off a victory from 2 nights ago. They traveled all the way down to I-74 to take on Batesville, a Class 3A team, and they did it quite handily, winning that game by the score of 55-33. So, again, a long trip for them, and hopefully that this is just a 2-year contract with Batesville, but they hope to continue that and bring them back.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to come to terms with that with the Coach Weems and everybody else.
All right, then, and as far as the Southwestern team is concerned, coming into tonight's game at 12-9, and they too are coming off of a victory from Tuesday of this week, a 54-47 victory over Class 3A Brown County. These two teams, GCA and Southwestern, have been going at it for the last 10 or 12 years, so they are very familiar with one another.
Yeah, they should be. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, especially with Southwestern being in Region 6 or Sectional 60, while GCA is in Sectional 59.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that as the broadcast continues. As Justin indicated, the Cougars will be hosting their own sectional that will begin next Tuesday evening. Greenwood Christian will be playing on Wednesday night, and then the semis will be on Friday and continuing through Saturday night. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Indiana SRN.
In today's fast-moving business world, effectively marketing your company takes hard work, creativity, and the right team. With over 40 years of experience, PIP has been enabling companies large and small to find success in achieving their business objectives. We understand the challenges our clients face. That's why we have a variety of print solutions suited to fit your every need. Whatever your printing request may be, from a quick turnaround on a company brochure for an upcoming trade show, a direct mail piece that needs to be designed, printed, and mailed, to complex marketing projects, PIP is sure to have the right print solution for you. Nothing grabs attention like a well-crafted sign. It can transform virtually any surface into an eye-catching experience, boosting your marketing appeal. From banners, posters, floor graphics, and window decals, to wayfinding and yard signs. We not only help with sign design and getting it installed, we also integrate them into your overall marketing strategy, designed to help you win. PIP also provides best-in-class integrated marketing solutions to help you make the most out of your next campaign. Our approach to marketing ensures that your strategy is seamlessly executed across all media, online and offline, so your business always looks its best. At PIP, we understand it takes a team to achieve business growth, and that's why we're here to help. Get to know PIP and let us make your world a better place.
Welcome back, everyone, to Greenwood Christian Academy as we get you set for IHSA Class 1A basketball between the host Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars, who come into tonight's game with a record of 17-5, taking on the Southwestern Shelby Spartans, who come in at 12-9. The primary lineups again for the Cougars we'll have Ellie Bigelow along with Dory Odell, Alexis Meade, Savannah Fry, and Izzy Reed. For Southwestern, the lineup will look like this: Abby Muck, along with Lily Kerber, Lexi Wilkins, Maggie Carell, and Trinity Tatlock. We mentioned earlier that the GCA Cougars will be hosting their own sectional that will begin next week, while Southwestern will be traveling over to Waldron in Shelby County to begin play in their sectional. The regional, as Justin had indicated, will follow the very next week, and that will be at Southwestern High School.
Yeah, so if Southwestern is going to be able to beat or win out of that sectional sheet, that's going to be a big thing for them to be playing host for that region.
Let's run down some stats for you as far as the individuals for this GCA Cougars team. And Justin, it's pretty nice for Coach Alan Weems and his staff to have 4 players of the 5 all in double figures.
Yeah, and that's obviously leading the way is Izzy Reed, but not far behind her is Savannah Fry. And Steve, you and I did the Morristown game when we learned that Savannah wasn't going to be playing, and that was possibly the biggest blow to Coach Weems' team going into that game, not having Savannah, and then they were able to hold on and win that game, and then continue winning against Bright House.
Well, they not only won that game, Justin, they had to come all the way back from a 7-point deficit, and it was here on the home floor, but they got it done.
Yeah, and that says, and Coach Weems said, when good teams have that type of adversity, the good teams find a way to win, bad teams find a way to lose, and that just tells you that he has a good team here tonight.
Well, thanks for having you along with us and spending part of your evening with us here on Indiana SRN. Steve McClure along with Justin Griffiths as both teams come to center court. Again, the Cougars will be dressed in their home whites with the blue numerals trimmed in silver, and Southwestern in their road red uniforms with the white numerals and trimmed in black. The opening tip controlled by Greenwood Christian Academy, and there she is, the lone senior on this team, Alexis Mead. Up on top, Izzy Reed will have it. Savannah Fry outside the arc on the left side. Shot is on the way, no good, and rebound right underneath us by Izzy Reed, and GCA will get another chance.
Yeah, and let's just see what Ellie Bigelow can set up here.
Ellie has been really on target of late. She's been averaging between 13 and 15 points per game. Alexis down the lane off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Southwestern's Lexi Wilkins.
And what I really liked, Steve, here was that GCA not only recognized their own seniors, but Southwestern seniors as well.
Yes, exactly. They did the very same thing the other night on Tuesday at Batesville. Ball on the steal and the turnover by Southwestern, and GCA across the 10-second line. 1 minute in, no score then. Down here in the left corner comes Bigelow, driving, back out front. Alexis with the basketball. Goes inside to Odell. Now right back at the free throw line for Izzy Reed on a 15-foot jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, up and good. On the follow, Izzy Reed.
And that's her bread and butter, Steve, is if she misses the shot, being able to follow it up and get a quick score.
Abby Muck, the point guard, a little bit of a travel there as one too many steps taken by Maggie Carell. So that's turnover number 2 here in the first minute and a half for Southwestern.
Yeah, and it's just going to be, if you're Southwestern, you're going to have to limit those turnovers because these Lady Cougars of Greenwood Christian really like to run.
And this Southwestern team also has just the one senior that is dressed here this evening, so both of these teams extremely young. Odell down in the corner, Savannah. Here's Izzy inside the paint, back outside to Alexis. Changes hands on the dribble. Savannah right back into Odell. Here comes Izzy. Ball gets away shortly, but rebounded and recovered by Ellie Bigelow. Good ball movement. And Izzy on the fake, down the lane with a left hand, no good. Second chance, up and good. Once again on the putback, Izzy Reed, and Southwestern needs a timeout.
Yeah, quick 4-0 run here for GCA. And with 5:44 left to go here in the first quarter, they're up by 4.
I see that Noah Stuckey down here in the huddle for Southwestern is talking to a couple of his forecourt players about blocking out, and that's one of the things they're going to have to prevent from Izzy Reed getting 2 and 3 different offensive rebounds to give GCA a better chance on the offensive end.
Yeah, and like we said, that's Izzy Reed's game right there. It's not really that 18 to 21-foot jump shot. It's really the clean up the rebound and being able to put it in. Now she can hit those shots. That's just not really her game originally.
Justin, she does all the dirty work, doesn't she?
She really does. And we talked about it off screen, Steve. What does Dory Odell have to do to get in?
Here's a ball that bounces off the top of the rim and falls down. That's Lexi Wilkins with her first basket of the game. GCA with a 4-2 lead with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Thanks for joining us on Indiana SRN. Here's Savannah Fry with it. Now a 3 from way outside, and Alexis buries it. And the Cougars go up by 5, 7-2. She can drain that thing from downtown and inside on an easy layup. Nice pass there by... It was going into Lily Kerber, who got the basket, but a good pass in there from Maggie Carell. Here's 3 on the outside by Izzy Reed, and come down with it on the rebound is Abby Muck. Southwestern the other way as we watch. 3 on the way from the left corner, and Southwestern with their own triple by Maggie Carell. All tied at 7 apiece. Alexis Mead with the basketball. Bounce pass in the corner to Savannah. Now right back to Alexis. She's tied up there and gets on a turnaround with a hook shot And it is Alexis Meade giving the Cougars a 9-7 lead. How about that move?
Yeah, that was a nice little jab step turnaround for Alexis.
She had the defender going the other way and almost had me fooled there. It was almost a travel. Here's a three from outside, no good, and rebound underneath. It is Alexis going to the ground, and Savannah Fry trying. Now down the middle, shot up and no good. Rebounded by Izzy Reed. Here comes GCA with 3:48 left here in the first quarter. They lead Southwestern 9-7. Izzy thought about a three, now hands it off to Alexis. Inside the paint, shot on the way, up and no good. Alexis with her own rebound, and will have to get it out of there, and she does. Here's Savannah from outside for three, no good. Rebounded by Southwestern, and a travel as it was Maggie Carell who lost her balance underneath the basket. Here's the last basket by GCA on the outside shot, and inside goes Alexis Meade. Thank you. 9-7, 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Izzy Reed inside the paint, now goes right back outside to Bigelow. Swinging it from right to left. Here's Alexis. Now back to Izzy for three on the outside, no good. And she's now 0 for 4 from outside the arc, and a foul on the inside. This will go against Dory Odell, her first, and team foul number 1.
First foul of either team here with 3:08 left to go in the first quarter of play, and GCA is really starting to settle for those outside jumpers instead of trying to get it inside to Odell.
There's a ball almost stolen away there, low on the kick by Ellie Bigelow at the other end. And Southwestern will get it out near side. Triggering is Lexi Wilkins. Left side they go. Handling is Muck down the corner, tied up underneath, and I think they're going to call a foul on the floor there.
They are indeed. It's going to go against
Savannah?
Yes, it is.
So Savannah Fry will pick up her first, and team foul number 2 with 2:52 remaining here in the first quarter. And Southwestern now. Here's another three on the outside, and man, they have caught fire a little bit. Maggie Carell with her second triple, and Southwestern has its first lead of the game at 10-9. Whistle down the lane with Ellie Bigelow driving to the hoop, and she'll get to the line.
Yeah, and that's what Ellie likes to do, is just drive inside, catch it on that wing, take a couple dribbles, and try to force them either to commit to her, and then that's when she kicks it out to Izzy Reed, or on the other end.
Bigelow, a 65% free throw shooter, cans the first. She'll get a second.
Or just take it down like she did here.
And it's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Izzy Reed. GCA with another chance. Reed with it, goes inside, ball gets away, saved there by Savannah Fry. Now back out to Izzy, left corner. Alexis with a three from the deep mart, and up and in. No, it is Izzy Reed, and she gets a second and third try, and she is fouled. That last foul, by the way, against Bigelow went against Trinity Tatlock, her first. Now Izzy Reed twice at the line.
And that foul is against Abby Muck.
Second team foul. Izzy Reed, first free throw in the air is no good. Izzy an 83% free throw shooter. Second one coming here. It's all tied at 10 apiece. Second tie of the game. Spin of the ball, and it's on its way, and good. So Izzy Reed with her second of the two. She has 5 points, and GCA goes up by 1, 11-10 with 2:14 left here in the first period. Ball almost stolen away, and Bigelow on a tie-up, and it's a jump ball. Arrow points to Southwestern.
But that's GCA's game plan, Steve. We saw it a couple different times. Force the trap and then get the steal right here.
Here's Izzy outside the arc. Will have to go to help, and Savannah Fry has it. Now back inside they go. Odell See Reed looking the inside for Alexis. Bounce pass stolen away there. Picked up by Lily Kerber. Southwestern the other way. Down by 1, 11-10. Kinley Carell is into the game for Southwestern. Ball bounced in there and a tie up on the deck. 2 players, including Savannah Fry, and they'll get it out and come the other way. Alexis Mead handles out front. This first quarter is being brought to you by Piper Logistics. Izzy Reed bounce pass to Alexis. Pretty good defense being applied by this Southwestern Spartan team. And double teamed on Izzy. Back out front. Here's Alexis for 3. Up and good. Off to the front of the rim, and it fell down.
Yeah, nice little home roll for Alexis. They're really forcing Izzy to take bad shots or not able to allow Izzy to get comfortable down low on that block.
Southwestern does have some length on them, and that's been key as far as their defense is concerned here in the first quarter of play. GCA by 4 with under 1 minute to play, 14-10. Alexis Mead, the senior, with 8 points here in the opening quarter. Steele on the other end, and here comes the Cougars. Ball is saved, but picked off by Southwestern, and they get it right back. 3 times, over and back on the turnover.
Easy call there by the official as Savannah Fry tried to get that. As we see Savannah's or Alexis Mead's 3-pointer just hits off that front of the rim. With the rims being so soft, rolls inside.
I think she probably knows those rims better than anybody.
Yeah, safe to say.
30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. Ball stolen once again. 6th turnover of the first period against Southwestern. Bigelow with it. Now Savannah. Right corner they go to Odell. Looks for help. She travels.
That was just a simple mental mistake by Dory Odell. And she'll learn next year with Ellie Bigelow and Izzy Reed teaching her the ropes. She is only a first time, or this is her first year starting, Steve.
So she'll learn to make that turn and go toward the basket. Here's a shot down the lane. They're going to call a foul, or yes.
Foul on the floor, it looks like. No
Trinity
shot.
Tatlock had the basketball and kind of unscathed there, but the foul came before that, and it'll go against Odell. That's her second. Team foul number 3 against GCA, and into the game for the first time tonight comes Chloe Grider. Grider got a start in that Morristown game, did a great job. And it is on the inside. Another foul going to be called. I think this is going to go against Bigelow. She stepped right in front of her with 4.5 seconds remaining here in the first.
And now here the fouls start to pile up for GCA.
Inside, off the glass and in goes Lily Kerber, her second basket of the game. And we have reached the end of the first quarter of play with our score. Greenwood Christian Academy 14 and Southwestern 12. Back in a moment on SRN.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Just a reminder to keep up on all of our social media, including Twitter and Facebook. And what else, Justin?
As you see it on the screen, YouTube, never miss a game, upcoming game. Make sure that you click on the Indiana SRN on YouTube.com and then click the notification bells and make sure you have all notifications highlighted. That way you never miss a chance when we go on the air.
We saw Southwestern with a nifty basket underneath as Kerber went up off the glass as the buzzer came, and that's where we sit right now. GCA with a 2-point lead, 14-12 on this senior night on the campus of Greenwood Christian Academy. A couple of three-pointers, and here's another one from inside the paint. No good. Pulled down by Izzy Reed. Setting up the offense on the left corner is Ellie Bigelow, and she takes one too many steps. And another turnover. Turnover number 4 here in the first half of play for GCA. Southwestern with 6. And the Spartans will head up court. Handling the basketball, Abby Muck. Playing that point guard position. Ball is kicked away there by Alexis Mead. By the way, Alexis in that opening period had a couple of triples and 8 points to lead the Cougars. 14-12 in favor of GCA. This is the final regular game of the season, for the regular season, that is. As the sectional will get underway, here's a foul underneath the basket. And looks like Bigelow will get to the line twice.
Yeah, she was able to break away, and she has that type of speed, Steve, as the foul's on McKinley Correll. So Ellie will shoot 2.
First free throw on the air, off the back and in, and once again, soft rims has it go in.
Yeah, and as you see us, we are very quiet on this end of this.
Yes, we are. Second free throw is no good, and picked off on the rebound there by McKinley Correll. All the way down the lane, no good. Pulled down by Izzy Reed. That's her 6th rebound of the game.
She leads single A in that article.
3 from way downtown, and Izzy buries it.
She leads in rebounds. She's 4th in scoring, and you just saw a great 3 by Izzy.
Here's Tatlock underneath, gets her second try at it, and up and good. That's Kerber, excuse me. That's her 3rd basket right underneath the basket. So 18-14 now in favor of GCA. Alexis outside the perimeter, right side. Goes inside to Savannah, off the glass and up and good. So they go down low for Savannah for the first time tonight, and that worked perfectly.
Yeah, and again, you can tell that's where Coach Weems really missed Savannah last week, Steve.
That's for sure. Good defense here. Ball knocked away, picked up there by Bigelow. Another turnover against Southwestern, and they'll slow it down. Savannah has it outside the perimeter. Inside they go. Izzy Reed, turn around with the left hand, up and good. And Izzy, with her 10th point of the game, gives GCA their biggest lead of the game, Justin, at 22-14.
Yeah, they're starting to really take this game over.
Here's a down the lane. Another foul is going to be before the shot, I do believe, as Trinity Tatlock was making her way toward the basket.
It is indeed before the shot.
So watch Savannah Fry get down low and turn to her right and then back to her left and up off the glass and in.
That's on Ellie. The foul was on Ellie Bigelow, her 2nd. So 2 quick teammates in foul trouble, Steve.
There's a shot from 15 feet out there by Tatlock, no good. Gets her own rebound, tries again. Izzy Reed with a rebound. 6 on the defensive end and 3 on this end for a total of 9 rebounds for Izzy Reed. Savannah just inside the perimeter. Now bounce pass as we see Kirsten Carlson come into the game for the first time tonight for Greenwood Christian Academy. Alexis moving to her right. Down low they go with Savannah. Up, no good. Rebound by Izzy. Up and good. Once again, right place at the right time for Izzy Reed. The foul will go against 22, Maggie Correll, her first. And team foul number 4 now against the Spartans. Here's Izzy Reed to the line. 83% free throw shooter on the season. And already she is red-skinned. She gets going. You can't stop her. Free throw in the air is perfect. And Izzy Reed gives the Cougars their biggest lead of the game at 25-14, an 11-point bulge. We were at 14-12 at the end of one, just 2-point margin there.
Yeah, and with that kickball, it's going to be and interesting as we have a timeout on the floor.
Our second quarter is being brought to you by Berkner Electric. No project too small, so give them a call today for service. 317-773-7663. Let's talk a little bit more about next week's sectional, Justin, as far as this Greenwood Christian Academy team. Of course, they are the defending champion and won their first ever school sectional just a year ago, but it'll be great to be back here at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an advantage for the host school when it comes to sectionals. It's just going to be interesting to see. You really want to, if you're the host school, you want to have that bye as well. GCA was not as lucky with the ping pong balls, and they will play
Wednesday evening.
Wednesday, yeah.
They'll go up against Providence Cristo Rey. So, again, those 7 teams that will be competing for a sectional title to begin next Tuesday evening. We invite you to come on out, see some good basketball as the 45th annual IHSA State Tournament gets underway. 5 minutes remaining here in this first half of play. Again, this second quarter being brought to you by Berkner Electric, one of our long-standing sponsors. Here's Savannah Ray underneath the basket, off the glass and in, but no basket called, and an offensive foul will go against Savannah. That'll be her second.
Yeah, and now with Ellie, Dory, and Savannah all with 2 fouls, let's see how Coach Weems figures this out.
Exactly. So again, Kirsten Carlson is into the game, playing one of the forward spots. She is guarding Maggie Carell down in the corner. Here's another 3 from outside. This one no good. Pulled down by Carell. They'll bring it right back out front and restart the engine. Lexi Wilkins yet to get in the mix here on the 3 as far as their best shooter is concerned. Here's one from outside by Wilkins, and she's got it. Just as I said that, she nails it.
Yeah, and, that was just great ball movement by Southwestern and probably taking a little bit of advantage against GCA with 3 people in foul trouble.
25-17, Savannah Fry with it, and ball is stolen away by Kerber, and Southwestern on the turnover going the other way. Kerber with it, brings it right back up on top, driving the lane underneath. Are they going to get a chance at it? No. Abby Muck loses control.
As we see the last 3-pointer by Southwestern, again, moving over Savannah Fry, leads for the wide open 3 almost in the corner.
So Wilkins with 1, and Maggie Carell has a couple of triples. That's kept Southwestern a little bit close, 25-17, with 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Inside they go. Alexis with a left hand, no good. Rebound by Southwestern's Abby Muck. She'll take it herself. Down the lane, did she travel? No. And the rebound off of the missed shot. Here comes GCA the other way on the fast break. Bigelow down the lane, and she will get to the line once again. She kind of held herself back there, Justin, to prevent the offensive foul. A very smart move on her part.
Yeah, it really was, and this foul is going to go against Alexi Williams.
First free throw by Ellie is no good.
This is the worst I've seen GCA shoot from the line, Steve.
Yeah, it is. That was the 15th foul against Southwestern. Second free throw by Ellie is good. Bigelow now with 3 points, all at the charity stripe. Southwestern with the basketball, going the other way from end to end. Again, another travel on the outside. Wow. Lily Kerber giving it up, looking for a cutter down the lane, and nobody there. Coming into the game for the Spartans now is Allison Muck, the younger sister of Abby. Here's Alexis Mead, who had 8 points all in that first period of play, including a couple of triples. Ellie Bigelow goes inside. Izzy right back up on top to Savannah. Down the lane, left hand, no good. And rebound underneath, last touch by Southwestern. One more try at it.
Yeah, and I mean, Izzy wasn't able to get the offensive rebound this time around, but she forced the possession to go to GCA.
Here's Izzy Reed, top of the key, no good. Pulled down by Odell, but stolen away there by Lily Kerber. Spartans down by 9, 26-17 with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Drive there by Abby Muck, stolen away. Here's Alexis, right hand, off the glass, up and good. Alexis Mead, the senior, with 10 points here in the opening half, gives GCA an 11-point margin, 28-17. That's their tie now of the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, and GCA is really trying to get, Alexis has always been an integral part of this offense, but it seems like they're trying to get her more touches here tonight, Steve.
Moving from right to left, here's Ferber on the outside, no good. Pulled down there by Izzy Reed. 12th rebound of the first half for Izzy Reed. Savannah Fry now with it, off the wing. Bigelow controls, and a bad pass goes inside off the double team against Izzy Reed. And pretty good defense there being applied by 15, Lily Kerber and Lexi Wilkins. Let's take a look on this turnover as GCA comes up with it, and Alexis from coast to coast. 10th point of the game for Alexis Mead. Here's Izzy inside the paint and a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow points to the Cougars. 1:33 left here in the first half of play. Thanks again for joining us on Indiana SRN. Final game of the regular season for both of these teams, with sectional play about to get started next week. Here's Alexis from downtown, no good. Rebound underneath, last touch by GCA as Dory Odell had a handle on it, but got away from her. Southwestern's had to rely on the triple here tonight. They have 3. That's 9 of their 17 points here in the opening half. Down in the corner they go. Looking for inside play, and a foul going to be called, and she'll get to the line. Let's see who this one goes up against, as Allie Muck will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Team's going to be on Izzy, her first, but now for the next 72 seconds, Southwestern will be shooting the 1-and-1.
Allie Muck with the first of 2 free throws gets to go. 28-18, just joining us here at Greenwood Christian Academy. Second free throw, nothing but net. And GCA will get it out with 71 seconds remaining here in the first half. Savannah Fry with the ball held over her head, double teamed against Izzy. And Izzy will bring it back up on top. Once again, pass is knocked away there. Good defense by Abby Muck. Spartans will get it as we go under 1 minute to play here in the first half. 3 on the way from way outside, misses everything. And Bigelow with the rebound. Alexis, here's a 3 from outside by Izzy Reed, no good. Rebound there by Maggie Carell. Spartans will get it with 30 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Again, they've been staying out on the wing. They've got a couple of really good three-point shooters down the corner on each side. Dribbling the ball, Lily Kerber. Here's a 3 from the left corner, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans. We'll get another chance at it. Handling out front is Abby Muck. Now down the lane, off the glass, no good there by Lily Kerber. And with 2.5 seconds remaining, here's Izzy. Shot at the buzzer, up and no good. And we have reached the end of our first half of play with our score, Greenwood Christian Academy 28 and Southwestern 19. We're back in a moment on SRN.
Whether or not you've ever stepped into a church before, you've probably... The narrative of the Bible starts with God. The Bible is an unfolding drama about God and about what God is doing on planet Earth. The story begins with Earth in chaos and God beginning to bring order to that chaos. Over the course of 6 days, God spoke and our world began to take shape. Each day, God would stop and look at whatever was created, clouds or grass or mountains or raccoons, and think, that's good. The world was perfect, just as God intended it to be. Then, on the sixth day, God decided to make a creature called man by scooping up some dirt from the earth and breathing life into it. God named him Adam. God placed Adam in a garden that was full of plants and animals. Then, God told Adam it was his job to take care of everything in the garden, even to name each and every one of the animals. In the garden were two unique trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam to eat anything from the garden, except for the fruit that came from the tree of knowledge. As you're probably already aware, the story doesn't end there. At some point, God decided it wasn't good for man to live alone. God wanted a suitable companion and helper for Adam, but nothing else God had created so far did the trick. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep and pulled a rib out of his body, using it to form another creature. God called this creature woman and named her Eve. After doing all this amazing work, God took a break on the seventh day. God gave a special blessing on this day of the week, setting it apart to be different than the other 6 days. Adam and Eve lived in the garden, enjoying a perfect relationship with one another. They lived perfectly with their surroundings, taking care of the earth as God had told them to. And they had a perfect relationship with God, spending time with God each day. Talk about mighty. That's some pretty amazing stuff God did. Not a bad start to the story, huh? Life, for now, was just as God had intended it to be. At the point we left off in the story, everything was going just as God had intended. God had given Adam and Eve a perfect world and a perfect relationship with one another, with their surroundings, and with God. Yep, sounds a lot like today. People getting along, everybody loving God, taking care of the earth. Yeah, not so much. So what happened? Well, a serpent in the garden came to Adam and Eve and tried to convince them to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the same tree that God had told them not to. The serpent told them that they would be just like God if they ate from it. Well, we don't know what the exact kind of fruit was, an apple, an orange, or a juicy Tennessee tomato. And we don't know for sure whether they believed the serpent or wanted to find out for themselves. The fact of the matter is, Adam and Eve ate that fruit. This decision would change the course of history and had immediate consequences. Adam and Eve couldn't live in the garden anymore, and their perfect relationship with God and each other was broken. From there, things just seemed to get worse. One of Adam and Eve's sons murdered his brother, and their grandchildren did all sorts of wicked things. We're trying to keep it as PG as possible here at World Outreach, so we'll skip over the nastier details, but as the population of the earth grew, evil and wickedness took over. How would things ever get back to the way God had intended at the start of creation? At one point, things got so bad that God was sorry for ever creating humans. You heard that right. God was sorry for making humans. It's in the story. You can look it up. So, God decided to start over by wiping out the entire population of Earth with a great flood. He spared one man named Noah and his family and a bunch of animals that Noah loaded into a giant boat. But soon after the flood, Noah's kids and grandkids started to rebel against God, and some of them even completely forgot about God. Again, These parts of the story are better suited for an audience of 18 and up, but suffice to say, violence and hatred was everywhere. From the look of things, it seemed like there was just no hope for human beings. But God's plan was still emerging. God appointed a special group of people to be a blessing to others and help bring things back to the way they were intended to be. God started this group with one man named Abraham, telling him that God would use his family to bless the rest of the world for generations to come. There was just one problem. Abraham didn't have any children. None. Zero. Which might not have been a problem, except that he was already 75 years old, and his wife Sarah was far too old to have children. Wow. Imagine what it would be like if God told one of the oldest couples in this church that they were going to have a baby. Can you imagine your reaction? Can you imagine their reaction? As difficult to believe and downright silly as the promise seemed, Abraham and Sarah waited for God to make good on it. And sure enough, Sarah actually became pregnant, giving birth to a son they named Isaac, which means laughter. And so it began. Isaac grew up, married, and had twin sons. One of these twins, Jacob, got married and had 12 sons of his own. These 12 sons became the leaders of 12 tribes in this new nation, a nation that would bless all people. God gave this nation a name, Israel. It seems God had a way of following through on a promise, just not always the way Abraham, Sarah, or even we might expect.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
It's over. Welcome back, everybody, here on the campus of Greenwood Christian Academy for IHSA basketball this evening. Our halftime being brought to you by Giacomo's Pizza, and our score. The GCA Cougars lead Southwestern by the score of 28-19. It took a little time, Justin, for these two teams to kind of unleash themselves, but once GCA got started off of the hands of Alexis Smead along with Izzy Reed, they were able to go up by 10, 12 points.
Yeah, and again, being able to hold Southwestern to only 7 points in that second quarter was huge for them to be able to build up and now have this 9-point lead heading into the second half.
For GCA, as far as scoring summary is concerned, just a couple of them involved significantly, that is. Izzy Reed with 13 points, and Alexis has 5, 8, 10 points for the Cougars. As far as Southwestern is concerned, Maggie Corral with a couple triples and 6 points. Also Lily Kerber with 6 points as well. Just a reminder to everyone to keep on all the happenings here on Indiana SRN. We invite you to check out our Facebook and Twitter pages at Indiana SRN and see all the latest news and schedules, or go to our website at indianasrn.org. Only one other game tonight on the network, and that has, on the girls' side, Rushville visiting Heritage Christian. Big weekend coming, though, for SRM. We'll detail those for you. At the other end, another foul going to be going against Southwestern, so it'll be Ellie Bigelow once again back to the line for the fourth time tonight.
And that one's against Lily Kerber, her team's first in the second half.
Well, at least they're spreading things out. Here's Ellie Bigelow on the first free throw, is good. And one more coming as she was fouled in the act of shooting.
And I do have a halftime score for that Heritage Rushville score.
All right, sir.
Heritage trails 23-21 at the half.
All right. 29-30 to 19 on a pair of free throws underneath the basket on the miss of the easy layup there is Lily Kerber. And here comes GCA the other way on a fast break. Ellie Bigelow to the basket.
You know, and this is when Ellie really starts to get going, Steve.
Here's a ball on a steal. Izzy by herself, off the glass, up and good. Izzy Reed gives the Cougars a 15-point lead, and Southwestern needs a 30-second timeout.
I was going to say, like, we need to figure out if this is when Southwestern calls the timeout. As you see the steal coming up here, and again, Izzy just able to put her paw out there and regain control. Easy up and in.
Yeah, she was able to extend her right arm and had it anticipated perfectly. So 4 quick points, Justin, one by Ellie Bigelow and another by Izzy, has given the Cougars their biggest lead of the game at 34-19.
Yeah, and again, this is how GCA really likes to start the second half, is out and running. I was surprised they didn't start the game out this way as well, Steve.
Oh, it looks like the Cougars going to apply a full court, not a full court press, but at least Izzy Reed and Alexis will stay back. Now, coming forward, the Spartans. Down in the right corner, looking for that three, and the ball goes inside, knocked away there. Great defense by Dory Odell.
Yeah, Dory, she's more of a defensive specialist this year. Not so much on the offensive end, but she really does put in her minutes.
Here comes another three from the opposite corner, and it is Lexi Wilkins, their top three-point shooter on this season. She now has 8 points here in the game. She's averaging 9 a game and better than 40% outside the arc. 34-22, a 12-point advantage for Greenwood Christian Academy. Coming into tonight's game at 17-5. Savannah Fry almost traveled there, gets it right back out front. Alexis for three, off the front of the rim, no. Spartans coming the other way in their red. And the ball is taken away. Ellie Bigelow up quickly. Savannah off the glass and no good, but she's going to get to the line twice. Again, anticipation on the defensive end for GCA. Ellie Bigelow getting the call there. And Savannah goes to the line. That foul goes against 15. Lily Kerber, her second. Here's Savannah. 79% free throw shooter. She gets the first. Just her third point of the game.
You know, Coach Alan Weems for GCA had to mention how poorly they were shooting in the first half
and
from the line.
Another missed free throw there, Justin. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least they have missed here in this basketball game tonight.
Yeah, 3 by Ellie, 1 by Izzy, and now 1 by Savannah.
This third quarter being brought to you by PC Pros, website designer, internet marketing. Give Derek a call at 765-273-3401, the official web designer for Indiana SRN. Southwestern with the basketball and a nice move to the hoop. Lily Kerber has been very athletic on the glass, 8 points. Back to that 11-point advantage. Here's Izzy from way outside for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kerber. Southwestern coming our way. Driving. Kicks it back outside. Shot from 15 points and 15 feet, and it's Lily Kerber once again. So Kerber with 10 points to lead the Southwestern team, and they are back within 9, 35-26. Cougars went up by 15 momentarily ago, but it's back down to 9. Inside, Odell feeds Izzy, starts to make her move, now comes right back to Bigelow. Ellie, almost she does. One too many steps, and on the turnover, Southwestern will get it back. Down by only 9 with 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Up court, Abby Muck, who runs the offense from the right corner, a three on the way. Missed there by Maggie Carell, and it goes out of bounds, so GCA will get its hands on the basketball. Alexis Mead will bring it across the 10-second line. Alexis honored here in the pregame ceremony as the only senior basketball player on this team, in addition to one of their student managers. Izzy Reed outside the perimeter, left side, starts to move to her right. Gets help now from Bigelow. Down in the corner, they go to Odell, almost knocked away. Here's Alexis for three, outside, no good. Rebound underneath by Izzy, gets another chance and a tie up there. And the arrow points to Greenwood Christian Academy.
Yeah, really close to being a foul, but the side judge said jump ball before the foul occurs.
Good crowd on hand tonight for senior evening. Inside, a foul going to be called against Southwestern. I think this will go against Maggie Corral. Let's get it correct. That'll be number 15, excuse me, Lily Kerber. That'll be her third, Justin.
Yeah, all in this half, Steve.
Wow. She's their top scorer. Here's Ellie Bigelow with the basketball and down the lane, and she's going to get to the line once again. Twice. As she's fouled in the act of shooting. So that is going to be her fourth time to the line. And that foul goes against number 20, Lexi Wilkins. Team foul number 4 against Southwestern. Free throw in the air by Ellie is good. Starting to pick up a little bit of rhythm there. Just a sophomore. Second free throw in the air, also good. Ellie Bigelow was limited to playing time last year as a freshman. She had a knee injury that troubled her most of the year, but she's been there all season long. Underneath the basket, ball gets away on another turnover by Southwestern.
Yeah, just hit off the, on the entry pass, just hit off her thigh out of bounds to GCA.
Back to that 11-point advantage now for GCA with just under 4 minutes to play. Ball goes inside, intended there for Alexis, goes out of bounds. So Southwestern will get it on the turnover.
And that's just one of the aspects that Ellie needs to tighten up a little bit, if anything, going into next year, is her entry passes to the post.
Look at this double team out front by Bigelow as well as Izzy Reed as they trap way out by the 10-second line. Finally getting away. Inside, off the glass is no by Trinity Tatlock and pulled down by Izzy Reed. 37-26, 3.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Here's Bigelow from outside for three, no good. And a foul going to be called underneath the basket, either against Odell or Savannah. That'll go against Dory Odell, her third. And team foul number 1 here in the second half for Greenwood Christian. Southwestern with the basketball. Again, trap on the outside. Toward the basket, up, and a foul going to be called against Odell as Lexi Wilkins made her way to the hoop. And she'll get to the line twice here.
And this is just not the type of game that you want if you're Dory Odell.
Nope.
Have not taken a shot, and now 4 personal fouls.
Wilkins at the line misses on the first free throw. We'll get one more. Again, Odell playing with 4 personal fouls. We'll see what Alan Weems wants to do. Second free throw on its way is good. So Wilkins, 1 out of 2 at the line. 9 points on the evening. Back to that 10-point advantage for GCA. It's senior night here at the Academy. Glad you could join us for part of your evening. Here's Ellie Bigelow outside the perimeter, left side. Now to Savannah with the left hand, changes inside, whistle called. And what do we got? Going to go against Southwestern as the defense collapsed on Savannah. Tatlock picks up the personal foul. There's a timeout on the floor with 2:44 remaining, and we'll keep things right here. Again, just as a note, as far as the Indiana SRN network schedule for tomorrow, my oh my, how about 5 games on the network? Let's detail those for you right now. All except for one will be on the boys' side, beginning with Providence Cristo Rey. Will be visiting Covenant Christian. Also on the boys' side, Bethesda Christian will be going up against the Covenant Christian Warriors as well. That'll be on the girls' side. Then also tomorrow evening from Conference Indiana, it'll be Columbus North visiting Southport. On the girls' side, Lafayette Central Catholic will be at Guerin Catholic, and that's a doubleheader, by the way, tomorrow night. Boys will go at it as well. So it's a 6 and an 8 o'clock start for Lafayette Central Catholic at Guerin.
Well, and so is the
doubleheader, yeah.
The doubleheader is with Covenant Christian as well.
All right, sir.
Because I have that Covenant versus
well, you would
Bethesda.
know that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Also because
you better know that,
because Andy Gossel, Andy Gossel is the one that tweeted that out as well.
Yeah,
that's also senior night for the Lady Warriors of Covenant Christian.
Tomorrow night, I'll be back down at historic Southport Fieldhouse as the Cardinals play host to their Conference Indiana rival Columbus North. That game will tip at 7:30. Here's Bigelow inside on a miss, pulled down by Southwestern. 10-point advantage for Greenwood Christian Academy, who's gotten kind of cold here in the third quarter, having only scored 9 points. Here's a ball stolen away by Izzy Reed. Coast to coast, up, and she's fouled and will get to the line. Once again, great defense by Izzy Reed.
Yeah, and again, she's just able to anticipate that pass and steal it away and take it coast to coast, and has 2 foul shots here, as the foul is against Abby Muck, her second, team's 6th. And actually, Steve, that was a double personal foul before the timeout.
Wow, thank you. Izzy Reed 2 for 3, now 3 for 4 at the free throw line, gets the first. And the second coming your way with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. In the third quarter, sorry. Second free throw on its way is good. Izzy Reed, an 83% free throw shooter, gives 2 more points on the board, 39-27 now. Southwestern with the basketball, coming into tonight's game at 12-9. This, too, is their final game of the regular season. A whistle on the inside, and a foul going to go against Greenwood Christian Academy.
Okay, I was wondering if that was going to be, if Izzy was part the sec.
It was
because we caught the Southwestern foul.
Yeah,
we did not. I did not catch the GCA foul on that double foul.
Third personal foul against Izzy Reed, and Dory Odell with 4 fouls is on the bench right now, as Chloe Greider has reported into the game. Southwestern down by 12, 39-27. Here's a 3 from way outside, no good. Missed there by Tatlock, pulled down by Reed. As Alexis brings it forward and sets up the offense. Bounce pass to Fry, right wing. Now back to Alexis up on top. Here's a 3 by Bigelow, no good. Rebounded by Savannah. Here they go, inside to Izzy Reed, back out front to Greider. Taking a little time off the clock and setting up the offense. Izzy thought about a 3, did not take it. Now she does from way up on top, and this time it takes down. Izzy Reed with another bucket, and the lead goes to 15. And a turnover in the backcourt against Southwestern.
Yeah, it looks like it was Abby Muck not setting her feet in the front court to get that backcourt violation. And a great job by these referees here tonight, Steve. even on some of these calls that are questionable, they're able to make it clear and concise. That's exactly how the rule book interprets. Good job by these guys.
That last three by Izzy Reed now gives her 20 to lead the Cougars, as well as a game-high 20 points. Under 1 minute to play here in the third. Cougars with their biggest lead at 15. Here's Savannah down the lane, and is she bumped? No, she travels. So the Spartans will get it out and get a chance here. Let's see if they elect to go with one shot. Down by 5, 15. You think the first available shot, they're going to get it. Weave on the outside. Shot on the way inside by Tatlock is no good. Reed on the rebound. Plenty of time. Starts to go toward the middle. Up and good. And the basket there by Savannah Fry off the assist from Izzy Reed. Biggest lead of the game at 17. Once again, inside. Good pass, and Kerber has her 6th bucket of the game. Coming the other way, and you've heard the horn along with us. We have reached the end of the third quarter play with our score. Greenwood Christian Academy 44 and Southwestern 29.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280-2635. Life Centers. We choose compassion.
Yep. Never miss a game on YouTube. Again, go to Indiana SRN on YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button that you saw and make sure that you click the all notifications bell to get all the notifications for upcoming games here on Indiana SRN.
Justin, also just a reminder to all of our viewers to keep up on all the happenings by logging on to our Facebook and Twitter pages each and every day and throughout the day, as well as all of our schedules will be on our website at indianasrn.org. Here we go with the final quarter of play and a steal on the turnover. Savannah Fry can't get it to go, and Southwestern coming the other way. The Spartans down by 15. Going to get 2 chances at it. We saw at the end of the third quarter of play a couple of nifty plays from both teams right underneath the basket. Going to the free throw line for 2 will be Lexi Wilkins. That's the 3rd foul against Ellie Bigelow. Wilkins misses on the front end there. Second free throw coming your way. On its way up and no good. Rebounded underneath by Tatlock, up and off the glass and in. So Trinity Tatlock pulls the Spartans within 13, 44-31. Just entering play here in the fourth quarter, being brought to you by the Morales Group. Building better futures, one story at a time. Call 317-472-7600. Once again, a turnover at the other end, and here come the Spartans. Not about to lay down here. Ball is missed there at the rim by Muck, pulled down by Izzy. Alexis the other way, misses on the layup, off the glass, and a little bit of wild play right here in the fourth. Tatlock down here in the corner. Bounce pass to McKinley. Now outside for 3, no good there by Lexi Wilkins. A fight for it. Kerber along with Ellie Bigelow. Let's see what the call is. It's going to go against, I believe, against Ellie Bigelow. Here's that play underneath the basket on the putback by Tatlock. She's got good size there and made it work. At the free throw, the first of 2 is Lily Kerber. She's been a force here tonight, Justin.
Yeah, she really has. She's 6 of 9 shooting from the field, and now 1 of 1 from the charity stripe.
Second free throw on its way, also good. And the Spartans trim the lead back to 11, 44-33. We're in the final quarter of play. Thanks again for joining us here on Indiana SRN. Steve McClure along with Justin Griffiths. Savannah Fry hard to the floor. Oh my. Got tripped up there and she'll get to her feet. But she took quite a spill. Had to catch herself with her right arm and elbow. But the foul will go against McKinley Carell. That'll be her second foul and team foul 7. Here's Savannah at the line. Now 2 for 3 with 1 more coming. She has 6 points on the evening. Good crowd on hand for senior night. Savannah Fry's second free throw is good. And the lead goes back to 13. 46-33. Right corner, 3 on the way, up and good. Lexi Wilkins with her 3rd triple of the night. She's a threat as well from outside.
Yeah, she's really started to find it here in the second half, Steve.
That is her 3rd triple of the evening. And at the other end, a steal. The Spartans coming the other way. Down the lane, up and good. Off the glass is Wilkins. And all of a sudden, the Sparks are back in this thing. Down by 8. They were down by as many as 15. And Coach Alan Weems wants a timeout. And we will do the same. You're watching Indiana SRN.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Fourth quarter play with GCA up by 8, 46-38, and we've seen the outside shooting by Lexi Wilkins with her 3rd triple of the night, really carrying this team with 14 points to lead the way. This last one from the right corner.
Yeah, and again, Savannah Fry just not being able to close out quick enough, leading to the 3rd triple for Lexi Wilkins, and then a quick 2 by Lexi Wilkins forces Coach Weems for the timeout.
So Wilkins along with Kerber each with 14 points, 28 out of the 38 points for the Spartans. GCA by 8 with 5:40 left here in the basketball game. Savannah Fry looking inside, gets it off to Izzy Reed. 3 from the opposite corner, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans. Coming down with it is Lily Kerber. Up court quickly. Down the lane. Scoop shot up and no good. Rebounded by Greider on that missed shot by Abby Mutt. Other way, Savannah. Contact made and she'll get to the line twice. This foul will go against Lexi Wilkins. I have her for 4. Is that correct? Or 3?
I have her down for 3.
Thank you, sir. Here's Savannah. First free throw is up off the back of the rim and in. She's now 4 for 5 at the line. Second free throw is also perfect. And the lead goes back to 10 with 5:15 remaining. 48-38. Southwestern with the basketball, dressed in red. Starting to use the weave outside. Handling is Maggie Carell. Now down the lane, if Tatlock gets contact, can't make it go, and Izzy Reed with another rebound. Alexis up court, left side. Starts to move inside, up, no good. Had a lane there, but couldn't make it happen. Southwestern, other way. And a double dribble or a travel. Let's see, we're going to get a little bit of conversation between these two officials underneath the basket. One said one thing, one said the other. And the ball is
saying it was tipped, therefore no double dribble, and obviously no travel if the ball is tipped.
So GCA, unfortunate on that. Here's a easy layup on the inbound by Lily Kerber, and she has 16 points on the night. Back to that 8-point advantage for Greenwood Christian Academy. Again, we saw that Odell, along with Ellie Bigelow, with 4 personal fouls. That's why Greider's in the game. Odell is back in. No shot taken from the right corner. Looking for help. Now gives it to Izzy Reed. Exactly 4 minutes remaining here in the basketball game. Greider as they take a little time off the clock. Savannah out front, and she's fouled. This will go against Maggie Carell. And is that the 9th team foul? Let's check that. Savannah Fry will go to the line here with the 1-and-1.
It is indeed the 9th.
Thank you, sir. So one more and they'll be on the double bonus. Savannah, outstanding free throw shooter at 79% on the season. First one in the air is no good. And Southwestern with the rebound. Coming the other way is Maggie Carell. Spartans down by 8. And a travel as they come forward as Tatlock lost her balance. And Greenwood Christian Academy will inbound near side. Alexis has been quiet here in the second half of play. She had 10 points in the opening half. And another foul going to be called here.
I believe that's going to be against Savannah Fry for an illegal screen.
Wow. So Savannah picks up her third. Team foul number 6 against Greenwood Christian Academy with 3:45 left. Cougars by 8, 48-40. Abby Muck brings it up, stolen away by Bigelow's back in the game for the Cougars. And a ball gets away. She saves it? Yes. Top of the key is Alexis. Now Savannah for 3. No. Rebounded by Izzy with a left hand. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Let's see what happens here. Down the lane and a foul going to be called. This will go against 20. Lexi Wilkins.
That's her 4th.
Yes, sir.
So they have to be very, very careful now.
14 points on the evening for Lexi Wilkins. Kerber with 16 points. Here's Izzy now at the free throw line. First one is up and good. 21 points unofficially for Izzy Reed's second free throw coming.
You know, Steve, you and I mention every time, but you just have to love how Izzy Reed goes through her motion.
Yep.
At the foul line.
She's got a good idea, doesn't she? Second free throw, again, nothing but net. And the 2 free throws gives the Cougars a 10-point lead with just a little over 3 minutes remaining. Spartans with another 3 from outside, and you can count the 4th triple of the night for Lexi Wilkins.
If you're GCA, maybe try to force it. Whoever Lexi Wilkins is guarding, try to force it a little bit.
And the ball goes inside the paint, intended for Izzy Reed, but she got bumped there, but they did call a travel. So the Spartans not out of this thing yet with 2:40 left and down by only 7. The 3-point play has been terrific for these Spartans. Here's a shot on the way by Kerber, no good. Pulled down by Alexis. The other way, Bigelow starting to drive, will pull it back out front. Good decision by the Cougars. Izzy Reed starts to drive to her right, changes hands with the left. Greider down in the corner, now brings it up front to Alexis with a little over 2 minutes remaining. The Cougars with a 7-point advantage, and they go inside. The ball stolen away. Turnover. Here come the Spartans. Down in the corner, another three on the way. My goodness. This one by Maggie Carell, and a timeout on the floor as the Spartans come within 4, 50-46.
And Coach Alan Weems forcing another timeout here with just trying to figure something out, trying to stop the perimeter shooting from Southwestern. As we'll take another look at this last shot here. They're able to get the steal and then have the numbers. Wisely kicks it out to the corner for a nice three-point jumper.
Maggie Carell with her third triple of the night. And Justin, this is the only way that the Spartans have been able to stay within reach.
Yeah, it really has. They're not really shooting it well from the floor. It's been mostly from behind the arc and then at the free throw line. But again, their defense has been tremendous as well, because GCA has not scored with the clock running. It's all been at the charity stripe.
7 triples on the night for Southwestern, and that's why they're within 4 now with 2:02 remaining. 50-46 after the timeout. And Greenwood Christian will get a press here from Southwestern. Coach Noah Stuckey says, come up and help. Inbound. Izzy Reed will bring it up across the timeline. Will stop. Now looks for help. We go under 2 minutes to play. GCA with a 4-point advantage here. They led by as many as 15. Southwestern has stayed with it. Savannah Fry down the lanes, goes hard to the floor, and she will get to the line once again for 2. That is against 22. Maggie Carell, her third of the game. Once again, Savannah. 5 of 6 thus far tonight at the stripe. 9 points on the evening. 2 coming here. Let's watch. First one is up and good. Once she gets started, Justin, she's very, very good.
Yeah, only 1 missed free throw here in the second half of play as we get another one here.
Second one also nothing but net. And that helps a little bit to a 6-point advantage for GCA with 1:30 remaining. Looking to the other corner. Here comes another 3 on the way, and it goes down. Maggie Carell with her 4th three-pointer of the game, and they're at a 3-point margin. We will keep things right here. This team will not quit. Southwestern coming the other way, and watch the opposite pass to the opposite corner. Carell on the shot, up and good. Long range distance for this Maggie Carell as well as Lexi Wilkins tonight. They have carried the water, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have. And again, not being able to close out GCA because you have Savannah or Ellie Bigelow, Izzy Reed, and Dory Odell all in foul trouble. Ellie Bigelow with 4 fouls, Izzy Reed with 3, and Dory Odell with 4. So that hampers you a little bit on the closeout because you don't want to come in too hot and then bump them by accident, because then you either foul out of the game or you force 3 free throws for Southwestern.
Down by 3, and Southwestern will bring the full court press as GCA will inbound. Starting 5 on the floor for GCA, with the exception of Dory Odell, as Chloe Greider, one of the guards, stays in. Izzy Reed will bring it forward and has trouble, loses control, and needs help. And up court, the ball is, they're going to call a timeout. GCA calls for a timeout, and we'll keep things right here. Just a reminder to keep up on all the news and schedules with Indiana Sports Radio Network. Just go to our website at indianasrn.org. Southwestern, who came into tonight's game with a record of 12-9. GCA at 17-5. The series is owned by Southwestern. In fact, GCA only has one victory in 6 tries against this Spartan team, and head coach Noah Stuckey's got to be happy with the way his team has played defensively as well as outside the arc. Savannah Fry will inbound for GCA after the timeout. Izzy Reed guarded in the backcourt, gets double teamed. They get it across the line. Savannah Fry with it. Starts to move to her right, down in the corner. Bigelow playing with 4 personal fouls, trying to protect this lead of 3 as we go to the 1-minute mark. Ryder almost travels. Now Alexis is double teamed, gets a bump there from Maggie Carell, nothing called. Savannah Fry with it, and finally a foul called. This one will go against Lily Kerber. Kerber will pick up her 4th. And back to the line goes Savannah Fry. 7 for 8 at the line. First one is up and good. So it goes to a 2-possession game right now, a 4-point advantage for GCA with 54 seconds remaining.
And Heritage Christian comes back and rallies, wins 61-45 over Rushville.
Savannah Fry nails both free throws, and it's back to a 5-point lead. Under 1 minute to play. The corner, Maggie Carell for 3, no good. Rebound underneath, up and good. On the putback is Lily Kerber, doing all of her damage inside. 18 points for Kerber. And almost a tie up there as Izzy Reed has it with 30 seconds remaining. GCA by 3 points, 54-51, and a foul out front. This will go against Hatlock.
And again, it just seems like nobody had any idea how much time was left on the clock, with the exception of Izzy Reed. She was dribbling it out. And finally, Trinity Tadlock fouls her for her 3rd of the game.
Here's Izzy Reed at the line twice. Eyes the basket, up and good. And again, we saw in this 4th quarter that, Justin, that GCA really hasn't had a chance to run their offense. They've just been protecting this lead.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how this is going to affect them at sectionals.
Right. Second free throw on the way is nothing but net. And we're back to that 5-point advantage with just 25 seconds remaining. Let's watch. GCA, scoop shot, no good. Pulled down by Bigelow. This should do it. And let's see if they foul on the outside. Kerber follows Izzy Reed. Here's Savannah with 10 seconds. And a foul on the outside once again. This will go against Kerber, and I think that's her 5th.
It is indeed, Steve. So one threat for Southwestern is now disqualified.
18 points on the evening for Lily Kerber as she is DQ'd. Now Savannah at the line for 2. First one, absolutely perfect. Hand goes up from the Greenwood Christian side. And it looks like Alexis Mead will come out and get a standing ovation and a big hug from the sidelines. Alexis Mead, the only senior on this basketball team. Congratulations all around. Second free throw by Savannah is good. And the lead is at 6 with 7 seconds as we count it down. Shot at the end, pulled down by Bigelow, and that is it. Senior night here at Greenwood Christian Academy with our final score. GCA 57 and Southwestern 51. Back with our post-game show in just a moment. You're listening to Indiana SRN. Terrific game, Justin.
Yeah, it really was. And again, just being able to control this tempo was the Greenwood Christian Lady Cougars.
We will get down to the floor and get a chance to talk with Alexis Mead, who finishes the evening unofficially with 5, 8, 10 points. And it was 8 of those that came in the opening half as both teams report to center court. to congratulate one another as the win tonight. 58-51 for GCA will send their win-loss record to 18-5 on the season. They've now won 8 straight. Southwestern will drop to 12-10 as you see each team at center court with the post-game prayer. Great sportsmanship being displayed here tonight by both of these teams. And they'll come together and wish one another well. Again, Greenwood Christian Academy will be hosting its own sectional that will begin next Tuesday, while Southwestern will move over to the Waldron sectional. That's sectional number 60 in Class 1A. Cougars coming into tonight's game ranked at number 9 in the state of Indiana. I think we're going to get a visit now. Justin Griffiths down on the court with Alexis Mead.
And I'm here with the lone senior tonight, Alexis Mead. Alexis, what does it really mean for you to be able to pull out this victory tonight?
It's huge. It means a lot. Just senior night came so fast, so it's a lot faster than I thought it would come. So it was just really special to have everyone here, and especially winning. That's huge. That's exactly how I wanted to end the regular season.
And you got your 1,000th point here earlier in the year, and now with sectionals just right around the corner, what is your mindset going into that?
Mindset is I just want to stay on playing on the court. I just want to get to state. That's our main goal as a team. It's my main goal. So it'd be something that I've always dreamed of.
And again, how big is it that you guys actually host sectional 59 here and not having to worry about busing and everything else?
Yeah, it's huge. We also get a lot better crowd when we're at home, so that just fuels all of our energy and it makes us want to play even harder.
And what do you look forward to against Cristo Rey in this entire sectional? What's your biggest opponent?
Biggest opponent, the teams, or I would say Tinley is probably our biggest opponent out of everyone.
You'll see them in the semifinals if you advance here. What is Coach Weems looking forward to? What is his mindset coming into practice-wise now that the book is closed on the regular season, going into the sectionals?
I would say his mindset is just keep working hard in practice and establishing all the plays that we need to run, and make sure we're getting along, which is no problem because we always get along really, really well together. So just establishing that.
All right. Congratulations, Alexis. Again, enjoy this tonight. It comes once in a lifetime. Enjoy it. Celebrate a little bit and get ready for Cristo Rey.
Congratulations to Alexis Mead. Great job down on the floor by Justin Griffiths. Let's take a look at our scoring summary very quickly for the winning Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars. Finishing the night with a game-high 22 points is Izzy Reed. Right behind her with 15 is Savannah Fry, most of those at the charity strike. Alexis Mead finishes with 10. Ellie Bigelow with 9. By quarter, GCA in the first, 14 in the first, 14 in the second, 16 in the third, and 14 in the final stanza for 58 points. For Greenwood Christian Academy, again, improving their record to 18-5 on the year. Southwestern now at 12-10. Here's their scoring summary. Lily Kerber finishes with a game-high 18. Lexi Wilkins with 17. Maggie Carell 12, all on three-point plays, 4 of them. 2 points for Trinity Tatlock, and Allison Muck finishes with 2. Southwestern by quarter, 12 in the first, 7 in the second, 10 in the third, and 22 points in that fourth quarter of play. And it took some real doing, Justin, to keep away from the Southwestern team that got within 3 on 3 different occasions.
Yeah, and it was just the fact that they were able to not close out. So I expect, Alexis just talking about staying confident, getting along, but Coach Weems has to talk about closing out on those 3-point attempts.
That's for sure. Once again, our final score here tonight on senior night, it's the Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars 58 and Southwestern 51. And until next time, on behalf of my broadcast partner and our producer extraordinaire Riley Thomason, and our cameraman, along with Otto D. St. Jor, this is Steve McClure reminding you, he lives for you and for me. Good night, everybody.